The more I've studied the Iran nuclear deal, the more I've come to the conclusion that it's a very bad deal. The American people increasingly share that view. That reflects what I heard from Iowans in my August town meetings and what's coming in to my office by phone and mail. The United States began the negotiations from a position of real strength. The international sanctions were hurting Iran, and it wanted out from under those sanctions. The sanctions drove Iran then to the negotiating table. Unfortunately, the administration negotiated away this position of strength. This deal accepts and legitimizes Iran as a nuclear threshold state. Iran will not dismantle many important parts of its uranium enrichment infrastructure, very contrary to past U.S. policy that Iran not be allowed to enrich. And Iran is permitted to continue a vast research and development program. Many of the significant limitations expire after only 10 years, leaving Iran an internationally legitimate nuclear program. Iran could fully abide by this deal and be a nuclear threshold state. The agreement also ignores Iran's past bad behavior. Iran has for many years been the most active state sponsor of terrorism. It has a terrible record of human rights violations and religious persecution. It continues to imprison U.S. citizens. At least 500 U.S. military deaths in Iraq and Afghanistan are directly linked to Iran and its support for anti-American militants. This agreement will free up tens of billions of dollars in frozen Iranian assets. We know Iran will use some of that money to support terrorist activities throughout the Middle East that, by extension, are a threat to American citizens. President Obama himself said that it is better to have no deal than a bad deal. We need a deal that improves our national security and the security of our friends and allies in the region. This agreement is not protective of the United States or that region of the world.